Good afternoon. I'm a little bit early, but that's okay, I suppose, isn't it? Just in case any of you are wondering about where this is going this month, it's always going to be about something bold, B-O-L-D, not as in bald head. Well, you get it, right? Today it's called Uncommon Boldness. So let's see what he's got to offer us, shall we? And then I think what I might do today is this. I might read the whole thing through and then come back with some comments, because some people have said, David, I wish you would just read it all the way through and then make your comments. Well, yes, that's probably a good idea. However, it doesn't always work. But today I'm going to just do it and we'll make it work. Okay. There's two pretty long quotes at the beginning. The first one, and you've heard of this guy, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. If you haven't, you've lived under a rock. Uncommon boldness. This I really like. And Isaac Newton, I'm already commenting, aren't I? But this is before I start. Isaac Newton said something very similar to this. Not exactly the same, but something very similar. So got two really famous people who said something very similar. So hey, it must be important. If it falls to your lot to be a street sweeper, sweep streets like Michelangelo painted pictures. Sweep streets like Beethoven composed music. Sweep streets so well that all the host of heaven and earth will have to pause and say, here lived a great street sweeper who swept their job well. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Actually, what Newton said was, if two angels were sent down from heaven, one to rule an empire and the other to sweep streets, they wouldn't think twice about swapping jobs. Ernest Thompson, The Science of Mind textbook, says the following: it is not enough to say there is one life and that life is the divine. We must complete this statement by saying that life is my life now, because we must couple with this life, capital L, with ours in order to express it. We are not becoming this life, but are now in and of this life. There is no other life. I'll resist commenting right now. Science of Mind textbook, page 292, paragraph 4. This is Reverend Raymond Anderson. He says, name someone famous for inventing like George Washington Carver, for creating or innovating like Daniel Hale Williams, for organizing like Bayard Rustin, for speaking like Mamie Till Mobley, for writing like Octavia E. Butler. Then we can name the infamous, although we will choose not to do so in this space. Both the famous and the infamous share the trait of uncommon boldness. One group uses their uncommon boldness in life-affirming ways, and the other in non-life-affirming or life-denying ways. As divinely magnificent centers of creative power, living, moving, and having our being in perfect harmony with the law of mind and the creative process of the universe, when will we step outside of the box we were conditioned to be in, the box of the ordinary and the uncommon? There is no common folk incarnated by God, or there are no common folk incarnated by God. There's a spelling error here. It's time to stop comparing ourselves to others and trying to measure up to their levels of success, mastery, skill, and all the other things by which we compare and judge ourselves for missing the mark. When we stop investing energy in this futile activity, we're free to live our lives as best we can on our own terms. Stop expecting to be someone else. You are you and have your own talents, your own treasures for which to offer the world. Be that, do that, live that life exceedingly well. The message is pretty clear. We all have different talents. Every single one of us, we have different talents. Some people, and I won't name them today, but I've mentioned them in the very recent past, are really good at communicating with people and making them feel good. Okay, it was my wife, Barbara. making them feel good. Like, wow, that's a really beautiful dress you're wearing there. Oh, your kid is so cute. You know, that kind of thing. She's a really good people person. Let's face it, I'm an engineer. I'm a much better people person than I was when she met me, but I'm still not that utter people person. So I have different talents. I'm pretty good at analysis. I'm pretty good at a lot of techie stuff. But she doesn't try to emulate me, and I might try to emulate her sometimes. But the bottom line is, being serious, we all have different talents. And what the message here is that we should use those talents that we have and not be jealous of other people's talents. Reverend Jesse, our senior minister at Creative Life Spiritual Center, has got a phenomenal memory for quotes, for names. He can pull these things out of the air, whether it's music or it's philosophy, it doesn't seem to matter. He can just pull it out of the air. I can't do that. But I'm pretty good at remembering a lot of other stuff. You know, I teach world religions, and I'm pretty good about not having to look things up and just do it as I teach the class. So we all have these different talents. And the other side of the message here is this, that we use our talents for good things. Reverend Raymond mentioned several people here who are good in different areas of life. He mentioned, well, actually, no, let me have a look. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., mentioned a bunch of people who are really good. Michelangelo, great at painting. Beethoven, Mozart, for instance. I don't think they were jealous of each other. They held their own gifts. They write different music. I don't particularly like rap, but I can see that it's good. You know, it's really talented. People who do rap are really, really talented. It's not my kind of music. My wife likes to watch American Idol and what's the other one? I forget the name of it now. Oh, America's Got Talent. And she loves the kind of singing that comes on there. It's not my scene, really. If I hear somebody singing with a really pure, sweet voice, whether it's Hindu music or it's an opera, that's my scene. But it doesn't make one better than the other. So bottom line is, let's be aware of what talents we have. And if you want to know what talents you have, sometimes you don't know them yourself. Go ask your friends. Ask somebody who's life affirming, not somebody who is always complaining. So let's be happy with our talents. Let's develop our own talents, and then let's use them for our benefit and the benefit of the world as a whole. And who knows, the universe. We get two affirmations here. I live my life so well that I leave a legacy that enables others to live well. I live my life so well that I leave a legacy that enables others to live well. My legacy is a living legacy, active now. My legacy is a living legacy, active now. Flipping back to our spiritual center, tomorrow is our service at 11 a.m. We have Reverend Lisa on at 9 a.m. I'll be back around about 5 p.m. tomorrow evening. And I just hope, if this is your weekend when you're watching this, I hope you're having a great weekend. We've had plenty of rain. No rain today. It's a nice day. It's not too hot, which is good. In these parts of the world, anything that's like mid to low 90s or below that is good. So we're different. Where I grew up, 80 would have been a very hot day. But we're all different. And that's the other thing. Let's not be jealous of other people's environments. We live in this environment. Let's make the best of it. So once again, please give us a like. If you're watching right now on Facebook, like this video or this reading, like it, because you'll help us to get higher up in the rankings. And then, as I say, the ones of you watch it as a recording, it doesn't matter. Like it. It really helps us. We don't need to get big-headed about this. We just want to get our word, our message out to more and more people, because why? We think it will make the world in which it will create a world that works for everyone. It will make the world a much better place. With that, I'm going to just say au revoir, sayonara, auf Wiedersehen, whichever language you want to say it in, or who knows, even see you later. Later, of course, my wife will think that means later today. No, see you later is just an expression. It means at some future time. So until next time, have a good rest of the day. Namaste.